also reported that the plant responded well to the recent rain event. Ryan Bishop, Chief of Police, reported to the board that the Corn Festival was a big success. He said everything went well and there were no issues for his department. Ryan reviewed his written report with the board, which listed some of the issues the police department has dealt with during the last month. Chief Bishop also noted that the horse lot mentioned earlier in the meeting is actively being addressed and the lot on South Morgan Street has been mowed. Chief Bishop said the city has been receiving complaints about the number of cats that are running loose. He said citizens need to be aware of the fact that cats and dogs are not allowed to run loose and can be picked up at any time. According to the animal ordinance, dogs and cats are required to be registered with the city. Proof of the rabies vaccination and a $2 fee are required to register pets. Alderman Edwards said she was contacted by a homeowner in her ward regarding the traffic speeding on Broadway and other streets in the area where she lives. The concerns were about people not stopping at the stop signs and the accident potential. The homeowner also suggested that there should be some posted speed limit signs in this area. Chief Bishop said his department patrols all areas of town, but find that everyone stops at the signs when they are present. The board considered an application for a building permit submitted by Sherry Preby to build a pole building 36 by 30 at 509 East Jackson Street. Motion was made by Dot Kricksizer and seconded by Renee Edwards to approve the permit. Motion carried unanimously. Motion was made by Renee Edwards and seconded by Ryan Mason to close a portion of the meeting pursuant to 610.021 subsection 1, legal actions, causes of action, or litigation involving a public governmental body and any confidential or privileged communications between a public governmental body or its representative and its attorneys. Roll call vote was taken. Ayes were Renee, Rick, Dot, and Ryan. Nays, none. Absent, Delmer Strange. Motion carried. The meeting was closed. When the board returned to open session, motion was made by Renee Edwards and seconded by Dot Kricksizer to adjourn. Motion carried. The meeting was adjourned.
That's what I remembered. Anybody remembered any other way? Want to discuss it?
And then we had a special meeting September 25th.
We did.
The Board of Aldermen met in special session. All 5 aldermen were present, absent none. Mayor Hunault called the meeting to order and gave the invocation. The Pledge of Allegiance was recited. Motion was made by Rick Winter to close a portion of this meeting pursuant to 610.021 subsection 3, hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting of particular employees by a public governmental body when personal information about the employee is discussed or recorded. Roll call vote was taken. It was all ayes, no nays. Motion carried and the meeting was closed. When the board returned to open session, motion was made by Dot Kricksizer and seconded by Renee Edwards to adjourn. Motion carried and the meeting was adjourned.
Thank you.
Collections for September 2017. Water, $20,087.82. Sewer, $21,931.28. Sanitation, $14,177.10. General fund, $8,528.03. Recreation, $266. Street, $692.24. Meter deposit, $640, for a total collected of $66,322.47.
Board have any questions? No questions?
Thank you.
Moving on. Thank you.
Thanks.
I really don't have anything, everything's pretty much on track, as where you kind of expect it to be. This time of year, and, by next month, we'll be starting to think about budget again, believe it or not, so. If you have anything that we need to discuss, holler at me sometime. And, any of the others. Any questions?
Are you gonna stick around a little bit, or you wanting to?
I wasn't planning on
Okay.
it unless you had something you need
Nope.
specific.
No, not just yet.
Not just yet.
Not just yet.
Okay, okay, we were gonna let you know.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Peggy.
Has everybody had a chance to look at the monthly bills?
Yes.
Any bills stick out in mind or anything? Any question, concern about? Alright. Chair entertains a motion to pay said bills.
I make a motion to pay bills.
Do I have a second? Ryan? All in favor? Want to pay the bills? Yay. All of them. Bills will be paid. Citizens' comments.
Ooh. Chamber met on Wednesday. And we are hosting our annual Safe Stop trick or treat. If you guys wouldn't mind
Thank you.
putting those up in your business or we would appreciate it. It'll be on Halloween as usual, which is a Tuesday this year. We're gonna keep the same hours, 4 to 6. That's it.
No other citizens' comments, we're moving on. Written report from Mark Ross Klinger and Associates. We all have a packet. No, but I saw it earlier. Is there any concerns or anything that sticks out or questions? Margaret, do you want to go ahead and enlighten, because you probably have stayed on top of more than I have this week.
So, basically, Mark, of course, says that he attached his report and supporting documentation for the meeting tonight, and he would be unable to attend. Please follow the instructions in the report. If you have any questions, let me know. And of course, it's, Kid, the contractors, it's their final pay request for $6,028.60. Richard says, done everything, got all the paperwork here.
That will also start a one act too.
Yes, right. So we'll need a vote authorizing the mayor to sign that, and then there's the certificate of substantial completion, which also for them needs to be approved. And then the estimate of funds, same approvals needed to authorize the mayor.
Okay. Who would like to pay, contractors, pay request number 11, final $61,028.60? Who would like to make that motion?
Which one you want?
Number 1.
I'll make a motion to pay King Cup contracts, pay request number 11, $61,028.60.
Okay, so Brian,
I have a second.
Renee,
Okay. All in favor? Unanimous.
okay.
Now, the estimate of funds needed, the $61,028.60.
For the certificate of substantial completion also.
Yes. Number 2 and 3, basically. I have a motion.
Separate, or both of them?
Both.
Yeah, separate.
Separate.
Yeah. The
I'll
certificate.
make a motion when, I guess it's requesting the funds from, or whatever estimate of funds needed
Okay. Rick.
from the bids.
Yes. And was there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Unanimous. Alrighty. And that deals on number 9, Mr. Gross. We have to move forward past the tractor opening bids.
Yeah, it's not till
7:30.
7:30, so.
Alrighty, department reports.
I don't really have anything for you guys unless you've got something to talk to me about. Everything looks like it's doing fine at the plant. Getting ready to take our E. coli out at the end of, our UV treatment out at the end of this month. I got a conference to go to for Missouri Rural Water at the end of the month too, so I'll be gone for a few days, like a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for a conference. But I don't have anything unless you guys have something for me.
Take it out.
The UV, we take those out every winter and put them in the shed so they don't freeze up. We only have to disinfect between April and October. So we take them out and hang them up in the shed.
You hear anything back on the generator? Did you have something leaking or something out of it last night?
They came out, there was a, it's done it twice since then. They ordered some different hose clamps. There's a T in there for the antifreeze where it goes up to a reservoir, and for some reason, where those hoses meet that T, it's leaking, and they're gonna put some different hose clamps on and maybe put a different T in and see if that doesn't work. It just barely leaks now. They've tightened it all up.
What are they gonna do if that didn't fix it? Get new teeth.
I don't know, it's all under warranty. I mean, they'll take care of it. I'm sure the guy from CAT, he assured me that it will be taken care of.
Guess it was, that'll work out last night.
It did run last night, yep. I had a little, I don't know, me and David Hardwick are working together. We're gonna run that thing under a load and test everything, double check. I don't know if it was just a fluke deal that the power was coming on, but I want to double check the disconnect switch on our end. It looked like the lights at the ball field and at the booster station were on during the blackout.
Really?
Which means our generator would be putting power out onto the grid, which is a big no-no. So at that same time, the power was starting to come on in town, so I don't know if it was just
I didn't notice some lights being on.
okay, well, I don't,
Because we went for a walk during the,
Darkness?
yeah, I didn't notice any light. I would have seen them.
okay.
Probably
I
wouldn't be a bad idea to have them.
I talked to David,
Safety, yeah.
I talked to David and I told him, I said, it won't take us 2 seconds to manually kill the power at the plant on the line, and they can test it phase to ground and tell exactly what the generator, if it's got anything on the line coming
We just
in.
wanna make sure that.
I want to be double sure, because if it's putting any power on and them guys go thinking it's dead, in a hurry, and it, late at night or something, that would be,
Catastrophic.
yeah, so.
Did you get your sludge all finished up?
I got about 10 or 12 more loads. I got to take it out to Wayne Rudd's,
Oh,
and I was going to do it starting this week, but it's a little soft out there at his place, so looks like we're going to get a little more rain, so it might be a couple weeks. I've got enough hauled out. I can make it till
Make it work.
I can make it till spring. I'd like to get them all emptied and
Emptied out
washed
the winter,
out.
yeah.
I like to get them washed down and stuff.
they
But
need to be occasionally, yeah.
I got enough room. If for some reason it takes in rain, and I can make it till spring.
Hopefully you can get it done.
Yeah. So,
Get it cleaned up.
all right. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Last night.
I know it's not 7:30, but both of the bids that we have submitted are here. So,
12 minutes away.
nothing's way gone. I mean, nobody else, they raised the bid because Georgia needed it.
You right? You wanna go ahead and wait for this area? Mr. Bishop, report.
I don't have a whole lot. The horse situation was, it had improved in it, so I could have to, may have had ample time to do something, but we'll have to file some charges or explore something different, so. We did, they issued a warning in court to Mrs. Woodburn, she didn't show up for court. She hasn't been apprehended yet, so, but there's been some progress otherwise, so. Can't think of anything else. Do you guys have any questions?
Have you had any more trouble on Broadway? Have you been able to find anybody after the citizens complained? I know you've been driving that quite a bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, but I haven't had any incidents or anything.
I was hoping you'd killed somebody.
On Broadway, Broadway, and where that old trailer is, the vehicles are at. I thought they moved out, but it looks like they're still
I
there.
think some did, and then some different ones moved back in. I think they kinda come and
Because I was
go.
gonna wait to see if the unlicensed vehicles is gonna be moved, but it looks like somebody else, another group did.
Yeah. They were all gone for a while, but now there's some more back in there, but I don't know who they are.
I don't have anything else, unless you do. Get back on the list.
Is the battery on the new truck or?
No, the blue truck, it just went out. I mean, there was some malfunction in the battery. He comes up and helped us with it. It was a Saturday night.
Oh, I see,
So,
yeah.
we was trying to figure out what was going on, because it just died. But he ended up getting us a battery.
Any other questions for Chief Bishop? Questions?
Thanks.
Move on. Thank you. Get closer. Bring it back up. Before we start another one. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and open the sealed bids on the tractors. We're currently 9 months early, but everybody that has bid is apparently here. Okay, three there. Okay. Yeah. A bid from Nichols, Jamie Nichols. What's the board looking at?
Need it out?
Yeah.
Right.
David Brown, $521. For the Deutz Alice, $544. No, I doubt it. A bid from Roger Parton, $200 for the David Brown, $200 for the Deutz Alice.
Probably.
And they are allowed to go through bids, are they not, Margaret?
Right.
So at this time, we're asking sealed bid parties if they wanna up their bids.
What's the high bid?
Jamie's got it at $521 on the David Brown and $544 on the Deutz Alice.
$550 on the Deutz. We'll just start with that one.
Okay, start with the Deutz.
Start with the Deutz.
No.
550?
Neat.
Oh.
So now it's
Start.
Jamie.
600 on the Deutz,
620,
620.
650.
660,
680.
690,
750.
780,
780 to you.
800.
820,
820 to you?
850. He said 850, keep going.
What was that?
He said 850, you wanna keep going? 860.
860?
875. 880.
880 is the bid.
910.
920.
920 is the bid.
1,050.
1,050 to you.
1,052 is the bid.
1100.
He said 1,100, now you wanna go over that? We're done.
On that one. Just on that one, you're done.
On that one.
On the Deutz Alice.
Okay, you're done. Alright, bye. Okay.
Jamie has a bid at 521 on the David Brown.
550.
6.
50.
7.
25.
50.
That's enough for me. I don't need it.
So, but Jamie had 6,
What'd he say?
7.
7?
7.
what was it?
750.
750.
750.
What kind of was that?
David Brown.
The David Brown, yeah.
We think any and all bidders?
You betcha.
It's just up to the board. Are you happy with the price? I think you need to move forward if you were me, but
I'll make a motion. You want them separately?
you accept the bids of 1,100 for the Deutz Alice and 750 for the David Brown?
I make a motion. The Deutz is letting
Golf course track here, down on the hill.
Oh, that company, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, how do
We
you
have a
vote?
first and a second.
We
Who's in favor?
just now.
Unanimous.
Unanimous, okay.
Mr. Nichols has been awarded the bid for 1,100 for the Deutz Alice and 750 for the David Brown. Congratulations, Mr. Nichols.
Thank you.
I don't want to auctioneer again.
It's not your calling, huh?
That's not my calling. Alrighty. Unfinished business. Former country club building. We've had no inquiries about it. Have we, Mark? Nobody's contacted me.
So possibly Cold Story was gonna draw up something for us?
He is, he continues to work on it, we're in the midst of maybe trying to get together, he has scheduled in mind. And lay out some ball fields, the walking trail, volleyball, camping grounds.
Well, we have this sample of the county, is anybody reading that? For the
Yeah, I made copies for
The camp, I
everybody.
know, but ain't everybody read it. Anything on the back?
Scanned over it, it's pretty well,
It's pretty detailed for what we have.
it is,
We have to-
we would, quite a lot, in fact.
Yeah, pretty detailed.
So, at what point do you guys want to meet and discuss that and lay out the guidelines for the lake then? In one of the upcoming meetings, preferably?
So are you wanting to meet with Spory first before we all gather, don't you?
We can, yes, I want to meet with him. I need to know what time frame you're gonna allow me to meet with him. And then maybe he can be here to discuss it with us, as a board.
He's wanting to move the ball diamonds out there, is that what you're trying to say?
No, he's looking into doing it at my request, to see if we can even move it out there. He's donating his time to do this. to look into it, to measure stuff off.
You know what would be really cool? Is if you guys had a meeting out there.
Well, I'd say if he wants to take the time to do it,
We should listen.
listen and see what we can come up with.
Okay.
It's not gonna hurt to
Well, we'll go
talk
ahead and,
about it.
no, we'll go ahead and finish discussing it and maybe get things lined out, laid out, and bring it to the board for critiquing. Alright, moving on, lease agreement with USB, the antenna on water tower. Has there been any more headway?
No, we didn't have anything, it was still just hanging.
It will still be unfinished, application needed for the CDBG DMO.
We're still encouraging people to, I don't think we've had anybody come in the past month.
So I thought that time was up in the month.
Dave Davidson hasn't
Got hold of it.
cut us off yet.
Dave Davidson is currently looking to resign, retire,
I heard that,
and they are in the midst of trying to find somebody to, yes,
yeah.
ma'am. So, as far as I know, that part of it is still open, so everybody, if you have a property you want demolished cheaply, economically, now is the time.
What's the deadline, Margaret?
He didn't give us one precisely, but when he first told me about it, he said they would like to have the information in October. The
Yes.
actual deadline is not until April, but there's a lot of work that goes into it prior to that deadline.
From here to that office.
Yes.
They have till April to turn it in their part.
Right.
Do you think put it back in the paper again, or put it on the water bills or anything?
I just need to do a story.
Cause we've only got 5 listed,
Mm-hmm.
we need 10 or 12.
Do you think we could make do you want to make a video?
No,
Push it out on social media?
no, we've done all that we can at the moment, I believe. We've pled to them through,
I haven't played it. I haven't done any of that
we
yet.
have through this, we have through counter.
You did say you could probably.
I want to do a story about
a
it.
story for eye-catching.
How about I just come in here tomorrow when we're done pushing out the paper and bang it out? Float it on the web first.
I think people just don't think about it, they don't think that their house is bad, and, I mean, some other properties they have, some of them are starting to tear them down, then they just don't ever finish them. If they have that little they might go ahead and finish them with some assistance. I know I gave Margaret a lot of names, but didn't get any responses when they came in, huh?
No,
Some of them, had people living in them,
right.
Well, the ones I gave, nobody was living in.
then there were some that, I guess were kinda offended, weren't they?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's the fine line, that's why I don't want a video, I don't wanna offend anybody. So,
I talked to John Bodie last week. I guess that could be an element of the story. He basically said that they would be open to considering helping with people who get approved if they get it, if it goes through. He also said they would not be open to helping with the Bradburn property.
Woodburn property?
I'm sorry, Woodburn property. You're right.
Well, I guess, once again, we can plead and plead, maybe they will, get the word out that this is a good program if you cannot afford to do it. The conventional way. Alrighty,
Wasn't it Clark County that's really having good success with it right now?
yes, Clark.
Lots of success.
Oh.
Green City also had good success.
He also said that they're working on
Clark has got
this
tons.
building here that's theirs, this one at the end of the alley here. Is it this white one, the old Parson?
Who's they?
The end of this alley.
Yes.
You mean the old Hatfield building?
Whichever one is the
white one,
Knox
yeah.
KCCDC's building is they've put, I guess they've made the decision to go ahead and have it torn down, and they're doing whatever
Great.
they need to do to get it in. And he wasn't interested in putting it on the CBDG grant. Because the way he says that works out is at the earliest that money won't be available until spring of 2018,
Right.
Right, 'cause-
and they would like to get theirs torn down before then. So
well, that'd be great.
That'd be nice. Alrighty, moving on to new business. Relay for Life, May 11th, 2018.
Yes, I think they wanted to get that date out there because it's a little different time. They usually do it like the first weekend in June. So I guess they're settling on a different, it'll be on a Friday evening again.
I assume they're gonna want the street May 11th, 2018. Can we go ahead and vote to let them have it? Or is that too far out for the alderman?
So
I don't think it should be a problem.
18th of
May 11th, 2018. So I'd entertain the motion to allow them to proceed May 11th, 2018 for the street they normally use, which would be,
Main Street and part of, Monticello.
Entertain motion to relay for life for May 11th, 2018 to close the street, Main and Marshall.
do I have a second? Delmer? All in favor? Everybody? Alderman's comments at this time. Do any aldermen have any comments?
We were discussing, it's been on Facebook, somebody's complained about the park bathrooms. And the men's, we can't even get open. Right, we went down there and I went down there and I can't get them open. It's locked from the inside. And then the women's is unlocked and it's not even usable. And so,
Okay.
it's on Facebook, somebody's been complaining about the public bathrooms. And I think it's something, I walked around it and I think it's gonna have to have some little paint to brighten the place up eventually next spring. It's pretty blah.
And there was something else, a couple of months ago, I forgot to mention during a meeting, I went to I guess it's okay to mention this part, but I went to a meeting down here, and lady had done stats out at done survey out at the school, and the biggest complaint the kids had was the condition of the basketball courts and everything down there, and that's what the biggest complaint is there's nothing to do around here, but and the remedy, they said that the basketball courts and stuff was in poor condition, it was, a lot of dirt and mud, and just, not really a good place to play.
They get cleaned up about once a year before the Easter egg hunt as a rule, and that's about it. But they hang, I have personally bought nets, they tear them down within 3 weeks. This year they put up some chain nets, and they're staying so far, but the backboards are so expensive to replace, because years ago we checked into it from commercial ones, so I don't know if that's anything you could look into next year for the funds or not, or put it on the budget maybe, on the, for paving.
Right, yeah.
But the bathrooms are sad, they really are.
do you guys ever remember when it used to be an ice skating rink?
They never ever flooded it that I've ever heard.
My sisters used to say they did.
Did they? Do you remember that, Margaret?
I know that they, that was, one of the selling points was the capability of doing that.
But do you remember them ever
I
actually
don't
flooding it?
remember doing it, but
So yeah, that's what I've never heard anybody say.
Would you guys be opposed to trying to give them that a try?
Well, then Keisha has also mentioned in the past about a volleyball, because volleyball's starting to be really popular. Down where the horseshoes used to be, so that's something maybe needs to be basketball this, this winter to get ready for spring. If we could get it in the budget with Peggy. Recreation.
I don't know as if anybody would use the ice skating rink as often as maybe the kids do in the winter months when it warms up to 30, 35 degrees, and still play basketball down here.
You'd be
So-
surprised, yeah, kids play ball.
I don't know if we're gonna say no at this point in time, but, be something we would take into consideration if we are urged by the community that they would like to see an ice skating rink.
And I think the fence.
Contact your alderman.
I think me, just as a resident, I'd like to see the basketball courts cleaned up and fixed
the
up more
fence
than
needs
I'd
some
like
attention.
anything else.
Whole fence around it.
Several things that need attention.
Yeah.
Taking care of that in the near future. Alrighty, so there are no other alderman comments. Chair entertains the motion to go into a closed meeting of 6:10.021, hiring, firing, disciplinary, and promotion of particular employees by government body with personal information about the employee and discussed or reported. Is discussed or reported. Anybody wanna go into closed session? Dylan? Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Renee? Rick?
Yes.
Dylan? Dot?
Yes.
Renee?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yeah.